Welcome, friends. I thought I'd like to sit down and do a morning meditation again. A video, which I haven't done in a long time. And like I tend to do, just do a little ramble about life and how the Dharma has affected it lately. And of course, the point of the talking is to help your body relax. So you're invited to just lie down or sit if you want and close your eyes and just listen to my voice. I know that our lives can be so stressful. And it's hard to find any time to rest. And even when we do lie down or try to rest, you can sometimes feel like we're being assailed by so many thoughts. In the political environment here, January 2026. Things about our life in general. And sometimes it's helpful just to have your body resonate with the words and the overall aura being given off by another body-mind. There's some things that have occurred to me in the past month or two. I went on a retreat, a meditation retreat in December. And a lot of things happened, but I felt like I came home with at least one take-home of the retreat, and I sum it up with the phrase, fewness of wishes. This the day after the retreat, I went to the grocery store. Just standing in the parking lots, getting ready to walk into the store. I could just notice how easeful I was. apologize for the sound of the furnace and the washing machine. So easeful, not in a hurry. And it did bring out in highlight or in relief just how much I always am in a hurry. This from a person who has been practicing meditation for 17 years. And it felt so good to not be in a hurry. So I was wondering and realizing, why would one be in a hurry? And of course the answer is that you have all these wishes, you have all these desires that you're trying to fulfill. And that may mean that going to the grocery store is something to get done, get out of the way, so that you can do what you really want to do. Maybe that seems so obvious that it's unimportant. It's certainly something that I've heard 1,000 times in my life. And also 1,000 times in Buddhist circles. Don't be in a hurry. Don't overlook what's right in front of you. Pay attention to the now. Cherish this moment. Why is it so much easier said than done? Well, if we look at what we're wishing for in the moment, any moment, and I might realize that I'm wishing for about 5 different things. I have these short-term wishes. I gotta get some food. I gotta get the groceries for dinner tonight, for the week. And I can already feel the chest and the area around the heart clenching around that desire, that wish. And then there's long-term wishes. There's, what do I want? I need to be important. I need to have something in my life that people recognize me for, so that when I walk around in public, I'm looking at other people and comparing myself to other people. I stack up favorably, or at least I'm not feeling inferior. So there's another wish, a big one. Does that resonate with anyone's body, with anyone's chest? Does that wish cause tightness, muscle contraction in the brain, in the forehead, in the belly? Even though you'd never say it out loud, is it somehow true that every moment of every day there's this desperate desire to maximize your time in order to finally get recognized or appreciated, famous, or so that every day is a low-level fury, and time is something you look at frantically and desperately as it runs away from you, disappears. You find yourself exhausted. Without ever saying start, you find you've been racing for hours. And hours go by and you look back and realize that your chest is just sore from the constant holding. Of course, that might just be me. So the contrast of the holding these wishes for our lives versus having fewness of wishes, as the Buddha talked about. Just letting go. Happiness is right here, right now. It's those many wishes that block it, and those can be put down at any time. At least theoretically. It's very hard to do just like that. But maybe if we say to ourselves, I don't need anything. I don't need anything right now. Just this is good enough. There's nothing that needs to be proven. And just being alive, we have the power and authority, beauty, and how can a monk with no accomplishments, so to speak of, be so revered? And how can their energy be so palpable, real? Energy of contentment. The aura of walking around not self-assured, but just assured. Knowing that there's nothing that really needs to be done. And that in this ultimate dimension, this kingdom of God, any little achievement we might think that we've created is just completely temporary, completely meaningless. Unless it's giving to others. And time, rather than an enemy, as a friend whose arrival we're so grateful for. And just putting down every wish, even the slightest desire for anything to be different. Just like a person walking, carrying many bundles and sacks tied up. And hunched over with their weight. And we can put one sack, one desire, one bundle on the ground. One need for change. another. Feeling the strain coming off of our body. Like a person walking in the woods with a 50-pound backpack, and finally you get to take it off. You walk so free and light. It feels so good. And the pack might represent material possessions. But of course, we're also talking about desires that we put down. And putting down your need to be something, anything in the future. Some life goal you have. Even desires to be known or have friends or spend your time in any certain way. Say you're lonely and you think you need to make friends. And letting go of that desire. It can be good enough right now. Freedom from that need. Lighter and lighter we feel as we walk. Walking in the woods. We might even decide that we can shed the whole sense of who we are, ourselves, almost as if while we're walking we take our skin and unzip it. Toss that shell to the ground, everything we consider ourselves to be. Stepping out of that skin is just pure energy. Looking like stars, stars of the night sky. Perhaps first in the shape of a human body, but free to spread out far and wide, fill the whole sky. And looking back on the trail, we can see the many things we carried. Laying there on the ground, piles of bags, wishes. Our body itself, our self-image. So much junk. We feel just the full freedom. So free in the way that we breathe. Rather than being constrained within the body, the breath is free to fill the whole sky. And our body vanished. And the breath is just like a pulsating wind that moves throughout the entire landscape. Winding its way between the trunks of the trees. On the inhale, blowing through the branches of the trees. On the exhale, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And breath taking care of itself. Breath just flowing between the trees, the gentle grasses, the flowers. And seeing the grasses flicker and flutter in the wind of the breath. Seeing the butterflies fluttering around. Being held by our loving awareness. Just like a baby is held in a cradle. A sleeping baby being rocked in a cradle. Back and forth. Back and forth. Back and forth. Back and forth. Feeling your body like that of the baby. Being rocked by my loving presence. Back and forth in your bed. Just like your father might have rocked you when you were little. Held you, giving you love while you slept. And you didn't even know. As you were sleeping, but you felt the love, the unconditional love for you. Coming through in the rocking. Little baby, snug and tight, blanket wrapped around. A cap on her head. The father's hand at the side of the cradle, rocking back and forth. Pure, pure love coming through. Pure love being expressed without a word spoken. Just like the universe gives us love every second, rocking us in the cradle. And the baby never has to do anything to make his daddy happy. Daddy loves the baby. No matter what, exactly because of who the baby is. It's perfect. So, just like that, we lay down our wishes. We lay down our desires. We rest in our true perfection, already perfect. And really accept the love that the universe wants to give us. So please breathe easy carefree, and carry this happiness and this easefulness, this knowing that you're completely worthy of love. And that's not even the right way to put it. Being worthy would suggest that there's a possibility of not being worthy. That you belong to the universe. You belong everywhere. And that the universe requires your existence. You're an integral part. You're more than important. You're essential. Essential. So, I wish you all a great day. My friend Sheep would like to say hi real quick. There's Sheep. All right. Have a great day.